what I found interesting wasn't about how much bread I can make. It's just I'm learning so many different things, and that's what made it interesting for me. Like learning how to rap on beat, learning how to tap into that genre or get into this pocket when I'm rapping. It's like you learn all these different things, and it actually keeps you tied in. It's like, oh my days, like I know how to do this. I want to learn how to do this now.
Yeah,
and that's the stuff that keeps you engaged, and then you just keep doing it. It's like I'm just excited to see the different levels I can keep touching. You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I rate that so much, my bro. And even what you were saying as well a second ago about how like when you was back in school and sixth form, and the COVID thing dropped and like when everyone's breaking up for summer holidays and that, how did you feel when people are coming to you and saying, "Raw, like your thing's getting played on the radio"? Like that must have been like you must feel like a star boy still.
What's your mindset at that time?
You know, a lot of fake love, man. A lot.
So, why?
A lot of fake love. Because obviously,
Go on.
you're doing what you're doing. No one's bigged you up on the little steps. No one's bigged you up on the, right, that freestyle you put on Insta was cold. Or I used to drop a lot of Insta freestyles, which obviously not on my page now, but from the whole time from when I've been in school, from like, especially in sixth form, I used to drop freestyles like weekly, innit? Those are the little building blocks as well.
That's the foundation.
And everyone's aware of those, but no one bigs you up for that until there's proof of what that's now led to. Then they're like, oh, bro, yeah, you're cold, man. Keep doing your thing. And it's like, whatever, man. Genuinely, you know what I'm trying to say. But I keep it. I don't take it personal. I've learned not to take it personal because it's like I think people are just people, and that's just what they're gonna do. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that's just humans for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like where the attraction is, that's where people are naturally gonna go. I saw something the other day, and it was touching on like day ones. And a lot of people that you might consider your day ones aren't really day ones. They started when you first started, but they kept themselves close enough to you to the point where they're still considered as close friends, but they're not as close where they need to help you on your way up. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like in your mind you think, wow, like I have to show love to my man because he was here from when I first started. Yeah, but in reality, he was there, but what was he actually doing? You know what I mean? He was just like a side member or something.
And even that's a different away from the music thing, but that's something I've learned as well, is that just because you've grown up with someone and you may have known them for time and years, doesn't mean to say that you now have to like carry them on into your journey now or in the future. Because everyone goes on to different paths. Like the boys who you was brethren with in year 6, year 7 may not be your boys for today. And even if some of them are, not all of them are going to be on the same path as you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And it's like, what value does that friendship have for you right now in 2023? Or am I just holding on to this brother and he's my brethren because, me and him was in the same form back in year 6. And
that's the realization I had to come to. And it's like, I was like, no, man, I've got to start like cutting certain people out. Not cutting people out, but not feeling bad for not communicating with them as much.
And being selfish, bro.
You know what, it's peak because when you start touching these new heights, you get this like survivor's guilt. And it's like, we started off in the same spot. I've gone on to do this. I've been blessed with the fact that my song's gone viral and whatnot. My COVID was, I'll be real, it was comfy, innit? Other people didn't really have that same experience. Like I was at home doing interviews for BBC and all these different outlets and whatever. Other people were properly like suffering. You know what I'm trying to say?
Trying to find a job in the middle of COVID.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I wasn't suffering. I had my own battles as well.
Yeah, everyone's got their own
but
things,
it's like, it wasn't, I'm not going to sit here and say it was as bad as what other people had to go through and had to experience. You know what I'm trying to say? And then separate from that though, the survivor's got to even come from that. It's like, raw, I've actually gotten to myself to this point where I'm proper doing well for myself. And then it's like, now I'm not really chatting to people that were there from the start, but not because I distanced myself from them on purpose, but just because it's like, you're not really active in my life like that anymore. And it's like, I'm not going to run back to bring you forward. It's like, you either moving with me or you're not. And then you start feeling bad because it's like, rah, I'm doing well. It feels like I cut them out, but I haven't. And you just have to remember, like, you're just working hard at the end of the day. If people
How you do with that then? Like, when you actually have those thoughts, you're thinking like, I've left the people that I first started with, and those thoughts flash into your mind, like, how do you deal with that? Because that's not an easy thing to deal with. I've dealt with that myself as well, you know what I mean? But how do you like combat that? You know what I mean? You must feel like inside, like, bro, am I a snake? Like, am I really leaving these lot? Do you know what I mean? When really and truly, that's not the case. But how do you deal with that?
You know what it is? Everyone goes, it's probably the same for you, like, there's day ones, but they all go into like different categories. Like there's some that is like, cool, yeah, we went to school together, but we're not calm. And there's some where it's like, we went to school together, but you're actually my brother, regardless of how often we speak. Because I know that no matter when I speak to you, you've got me. And so it's like, for the people who are cut out, because it's like, well, it was never really a brother thing like that anyway, because if it was, then surely you'd still check in on man now. Exactly.
That's real.
Then I don't really feel bad. You know what I'm trying to say? At the time, I would have felt bad because it's fresh. When you start to distance, it's fresh. But then as time goes on, it's like, whatever, I don't feel bad. You know what I'm trying to say? But for the people who are my day ones, I don't speak to them as often, but I know they're, no matter what, we're locked in. That's just, you don't really feel a way about that. So yeah, it's just like, it's just love. It's like, you know what? You might not speak as often, and I know I'm doing my thing, and it looks like I don't care about you, but you can shout me for genuinely anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ad break, yeah. How was the food, bro? What was that saying?
Aye.
Because every time man's not speaking, I'm seeing
I'm
you.
hearing it.
This thing is leg. I'm actually giving it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah?
Shout out Chicken Kitchen, man.
Loves them up.
Shout out Chicken Kitchen.
Nah, loves them up still. Even with the, like, Tay really put me onto the wrap, so normally I would have got the same thing as you, the
I
dumpling
get the
burger.
same thing
yeah.
every
That
time.
thing is leg.
The dumpling burger's leg in it, bro, too leg. But every time I go there, like even large up Stacey, when I'm going there and I'm like getting my order, she's like, oh, again, you're getting the same exact thing. I'm thinking,
Because it's
bro,
leg. No, I hear it.
I gotta switch it up.
I hear it
still.
though.
But the wrap, I feel healthy. Young coleslaw in
Even
there.
though I
like
took
many-
some of the health out, but yeah, it was nice though. I had a little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, then cool. So let's talk now, yeah. Let's actually ad break again, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta let me know if you're down with this, bro. Yeah. If not, it's cool because I know the circumstances, your crutches and whatnot. But every episode, the man
already
them do
knows.
push-ups.
He said, yeah.
It's Pete.
Yeah, as it peak.
Pete.
Yeah. Oh, it's peak right now.
I know. You know what it is. I don't want to try to prove a point and then
Yeah,
this
back up.
shit
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing
I
that.
promise you, I'm not. I meditated on this. You know, I was like, cool push-ups. I was thinking about this from when I injured myself. I was like, oh, on the 5th, I got to do push-ups. I'm like, I've been sleeping. I'm sleeping. I'm like, damn, do I prove a point? So I leave it
It's
right
not worth
now.
it, bro. It's not worth it. It's
I
not
ain't
worth
proving
it.
a point.
But just
I ain't
know
proving
next
a
time
point.
you come through to the pod, we're doing them push-ups.
Yeah. As long as no injury, I'm
Yeah,
here
then
for
we're
it.
good.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. All right then, so boom. Freestyle now, yeah. Me and bro, literally today,
Yes.
and A as well,
Yes.
we were sitting in the whip and was taking in your latest freestyle that you dropped on TikTok, yeah.
Bruv.
Bro, I was listening to that before I even knew you was coming onto the podcast, and I said, what? Nah. And that was like, how long was the freestyle? Like 2 minutes?
2 minutes or something.
That's a song right there, bro.
Effortless, like a whole song in it. So talk me through the whole process of that freestyle specifically, innit? Like, what was the idea behind it? And
You know what? Sometimes it's not even an idea, you know? Like, I never actually sit down and think, I want to write this for a purpose. I just write because it's just therapeutic to write, get things off your chest. Yeah. And I'm like, bruv, if I know the bars, man, depending on the set, everything's so organic. Like, I don't really plan things, you know what I'm trying to say? That freestyle came from I was at a ball sesh with my boy, big up MA, man. I was at his bit with the boys and that. And then stayed there till late. My boy Jar, the speaker, we played a couple of beats and that. And I was like, you know what? I remember the bars of this. Let me run this and then just put it out there. You know what I'm trying to say? And that was just that. But I'd written it separate from that day. I didn't write it knowing that on that day.
Bro, I'm literally listening to it in my head.
he's buffing himself. It's not even
I didn't
playing.
write it. I didn't write it thinking on this day I'm gonna record it. To be
you just
fair,
had that there in the bank.
Yeah, if I didn't go to that ball session, probably would have never put it out. And it's crazy when, like, for you lot, you might deep. It's like, raw, this might have never seen the light of day. But it's like, for me, I'm not even deep. I just write because I just love writing. It's like, and if I get the chance to put it out, I'll put it out. If not,
Man said rap like Arthur Sword, it chose me. Yeah, I'm in the car like, bro, I was Tony and Tay, like, we're in the car and I'm thinking, nah. Tay's like, go back 10 seconds, go back 10 seconds, reload it. Like, it's mad still. So even with the rap thing, yeah, so like, let's get into it a bit more because obviously 2023, like post-COVID, you got the rise of TikTok and even myself, and I'm not really in the rap kind of music scene yet, and I'm seeing a lot of people blow and just go clear through TikTok and hopping on trends and using that to their advantage. to like kind of fast track. Whether there's a right or wrong, I don't know. I'm not really in the mix like that, so I'm just giving my opinion based off the outside.
Yeah.
For you as a rapper, how have you or have you not used TikTok to kind of advance your career? And second question, what do you think about like TikTok rappers?
Cool. So
Man said, cool. It's gonna be.
you know what?
You know this is a conversation.
You know what? All right, cool. So